Hi, my name is Sydney Solomon, and I'm excited to be training Echo MC for this year's U.S. event horse 5-year-old Futurity. She was bred here in the U.S. by Lori Cameron and is owned by my parents, Leslie and Carl Solomon. Pippi is by an Escudo 2 stallion named Escher, and she is out of Lori's Hanoverian mare, Maybe Magic C, who's by Mighty Magic, and out of a Romero's Booba mare. From the same mare family was my Young Riders horse, Lillian Pink, and my incredible 4-star horse, Early Review C, Liz Halliday's 5-star National Reserve Champion, Mixed Master C, and Key Luma CBF 2-star winner. Pippi finished second place in last year's 4-year-old young event horse Futurity and was 8th overall in the 4-year-old East Coast Championships. There are obviously a lot of unknowns when you go into a big event like this with a 4-year-old horse and just have no idea how they're going to handle the atmosphere, but she honestly felt right at home, and I think that really gives me a lot of confidence going into this next year. She had actually had one refusal at her last event prior to the championships, and so going into this, I wanted to make sure that I gave her a really positive ride, so there was no question as to what the expectation of her was. After the championship, Pippi had a little bit of a vacation. I think she got about a month off, and then she had a quiet winter and just had her first outing at Plantation Field in the unrecognized beginner novice. I just wanted to, after not competing for a few months, I just wanted to make sure that she went out and had a confident run. And after I had ridden her a bit more forward than I probably should have at the 4-year-old championships, I wanted to make sure I just went out nice and quietly here at Plantation, and I think it paid off because she just felt like she gained confidence with every jump. And here are some clips of her show jumping from Plantation a couple weeks ago. She definitely felt like she's ready for some bigger jumps again, and that's a really good feeling going into the rest of our season. In the warm-up, she had been trying to leave strides out and throwing in a few bucks, so I was just trying to make sure that I kept her with me and that we didn't make this beginner novice round way more exciting than it needed to be, especially given how underwhelmed Pippi was by the height of the jumps. And she finished the course really nicely here through the double. And one little clip of her throwing some shapes at home. Thanks so much for following along, and we're excited to report back after we qualify for the 5-year-old championships.